Hello everyone, this is the start of the second episode of my Forever World, and today I'll be working on a house, not just a house. It is gonna be a stone shop. It's gonna be a shop that sells stone and cobblestone, and it's gonna have a worker in there walking around doing his thing. And this is basically the beginning to the infrastructure around here, and to create a society for our world and our area around here. We need to create life, and I mean bring a villager in and start making this world more accessible for myself, so everything will be easier at some point. Once everything is easier, I can work on bigger and bigger projects. And that's why I want to expand and just do as much as I can to make this my own paradise. This is my objective. I have long-term plans for this world. This world is gonna take me years, if not forever, to feel accomplished from it. So today we're gonna start with another slow beginning. So as we start, I wanna explain that it's hard to start from nothing and then make that into something. You usually don't have a plan, or you don't have a sense of direction of what you're doing, and it tends to be very confusing, and most people end up giving up after not being able to plan everything correctly. If everything doesn't go right, it doesn't mean that you should give up. You can always fix it. The things in Minecraft are reversible. If you build a block, you can break it. You can always replace your color scheme. You can always destroy your farms and make them all over again, just for the sake of it. If something doesn't work, relearn it, redo it. It's fine. Nothing here is pretty much irreversible. And most things in this game are infinite, or a very large supply, so there's nothing to worry about. It's only a matter of time, and in a forever world, you have as much time as you'd wish, especially in single player. So this is why I'm determined to make this my paradise. I have as much time as I want, so I can go at my own pace and just continue working whenever I wish. And the reason why I upload this to YouTube is to show you guys my progress, and also inspire you too to start your own forever world, because everyone should have one, in my opinion. A forever world is extremely important for me, at least. This keeps me wanting to play, because once I switch from world to world, I can't dedicate as much time into the game, and I end up just scrolling on videos and doing something else. Having my forever world has brought back the inspiration I had for building and Minecraft in general. That's why I love my forever world so much. This is also the first world that I beat the Ender Dragon in, and that was actually not so long ago. I am only on day 300 of this world, and I'm very happy that I already beat the Ender Dragon. It is my first time, and I've been playing since 2015, so it's a pretty big accomplishment for me. I have maxed out gear and armor, and I'm prepared to start building. What Minecraft calls the endgame, which is fully maxed out armor and gear, finishing the Ender Dragon fight, and discovering the end cities, is only the early game for the actual gameplay of Minecraft itself. Once you finish gearing up, there is so much you can do. The early game is gear collection, and then the mid game and the late game are the sandbox part of Minecraft. People tend to forget about the sandbox part, and they just completely quit the game after getting all the good gear, because they forgot that this game isn't meant to be a gear kind of progression type of game, and it's meant to be a sandbox game where you create your own paradise or anything you want. You can express yourself in this game, and that's what makes it so beautiful. So yeah, this is my inspiration for Minecraft for now. And with this inspiration I have, I'm also going to record it, and I'm going to share my inspiration across the internet for you people to see it. So if you see this video, I hope that at some point I'll inspire you enough to start your own further world, or spark back that love you had for Minecraft at the start and at the beginning. So, a little update. Since last episode, I've changed a couple of things around here. You can probably see what I've changed around here. If you look over here, I did some terraform around here, and I finished up the terraform on the back. Not as good, but it's fine. This area is unfinished. I might work on this later, but right now I have a plan for this area. This is gonna be the main area of like the town that I'm gonna create here. And what this town is gonna be is basically a town square. This area is a town square. This is just like a little house I built at the beginning. Could be an attraction spot or a house of someone else at some point. But over here, this is gonna be our town square. And this is gonna have shops, and it's gonna have roads and paths to different cities, and from there we can just keep expanding, probably forever, since Minecraft is just huge. So first of all, let's begin by recapping what I did off camera, because I don't want to leave you guys without any message or knowledge of what I did off camera. So I got some stone. Also, I have white concrete. This was before I even started recording the first episode. I have grass and I have dirt. I have andesite, diorite, tuff, and granite. And I have an iron farm around the spawn area, so I just grabbed some if I needed the iron just in case. And I also have some wood, since I also did a deforesting on this area over here, and just cleared the land so I could use it. So far things have been going well. I also grabbed enough materials because we are going to build a stone shop at the town square. So let's plan this out. I already have the paths around planned completely. Just the builds are not finished, and I don't know the exact sizing of each build. So let's recap over what I have right now and what I'm preparing to do. I have my materials over here, and I'm gonna build a house around this area. So let's just clear it up a bit, because this is a decently big build. Okay, so now that we have this area cleared up, I am going to tell you my plan. Over here is going to be a stone shop. I'm also planning to make a kind of like colored block shop. It's going to have wool and it's going to have colored concrete and just overall bring more colored blocks into accessibility of my area, since I don't have that many choices for colored blocks yet. So this path right here, this is basically the middle of the area. There's going to be builds all around this circle over here. So over there, over here, and as you can see, in this area, there is a tiny bridge, which I'm going to make. I'm going to make it way bigger, and it basically crosses from this part to this part, which are both separated by each other by the source of water over here, by the river. I'm also going to make a huge crossing from around here to over there, so we can continue and clear up this area and make way more like huge areas of build. That way we can expand more and more. That area over there, I think, doesn't have that many rivers around, so we're gonna have flat land around. There's also mountainous areas over here, so we can make some pretty cool paths up and down, and transport is going to be interesting, since not all the villagers, my people, have lytras to travel around in. So we're probably going to have horses, which I already have one over there. But horse is a pretty basic and good source of transportation to use. So the villagers are going to be using that. I'll be using horses too. But if I want to get something quick, of course I use my lytra. But again, I'll use a horse, just for the sake of it, because I want this to be a more immersive experience, and once I start flying around, it'll become way less realistic, and just gonna break immersion. I'm just gonna break immersion, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to begin the building process, and I'll see you guys when I finish building this area. At least the exterior of it, because the interior is not fully finished. You'll see. So, let's talk about it. This is gonna be our stone shop. And over here is gonna have our receptionist, kind of, our stone worker that's gonna be working here. Just taking care of orders that go in and out, because stone is gonna be transported and it's a common material for usage. So it's gonna be transported all over the world. So it needs someone to take care of the orders and what goes in and what goes out. So, as you can see, we don't even have a floor yet, but I think it's fine for now. I'm pretty happy with this build. Let's see if we can fix this part. Okay, that's pretty fine for now. Yeah. This looks pretty fine for now. And we're gonna start making the actual stone and the cobblestone farms pretty much down the basement, I could guess. Let's put some windows over here. Pretty cool. I like these tinted windows. They add more character. As you can see, we have a view of the sea. I mean, lake kind of. And here's our terraform. From far away, it looks better. I'm pretty proud of it actually. I've worked kind of hard on this. And here's our happy guest. He's pretty happy, as usual. And let's start working on the floor. Okay, looks pretty good. Wow, this sunset looks really good actually. It is a sunset, right? I think it is. Either a sunset or a sunrise, but it looks beautiful. Yeah, I feel like this is a sunset. Wow, I really like this terraform, and it went really well. So, yeah. We finished the flooring. Now let's place a torch just so we can see inside of here. Over here as well. And so far, this is a pretty promising build, huh? We're gonna have a stone farm somewhere around here. So the entrance is here, I suppose. I have a stone farm here. Stone, not cobblestone. It can be both, depending on what pickaxe you use, but it is mainly a stone farm for Silky over here. Everything that I mine goes over here, and I just AFK over here, and that way I can get as much stone as I want. Really close to me. Last time I've tried this, I had the same exact farm, but in the spawn area. And that's super far this way. And every time I needed stone, I just needed to travel lots of blocks every time. And now, it's right here. This is a stone shop. And everything's just here now. This is pretty cool. I like this. So I made a little design. This is gonna be how it will look like for now. Very functional, not very aesthetic. I'll be working on that, I think, off camera. But for now, I have a pretty good stone farm. I like this a lot. This is gonna be very easy access for stone, which is, of course, the main block that you see on this build. And for now, I think this is a pretty complete build. I mean, this part looks kind of bad. Let's fix this real quick. Let's put that behind that area. I think this is a pretty complete build. Except the villager is supposed to be here. I can't keep him in place unless I use honey blocks, and I'm currently working on that. I have a honey farm kind of going on over there, and I'm gonna use that to get honey blocks, and from there we're just gonna have a villager working around here with a stone cutter over here, and I think it's pretty cool that now we have stone around. So I'm gonna talk about the infrastructure around here. Our infrastructure is going to consist of stone and colored blocks and possibly an iron farm. And just take everything together. We're gonna have a supply, and then the city that's far away is also gonna have a supply, and they're gonna trade with each other. And there's gonna be probably a rail system somewhere. And rails are gonna be heavily used in this world. We're gonna have a long track. I'm gonna have different cities with different styles. This one can be in between medieval and Japanese. I'm not sure. Okay, this is yeah, it's fine. Okay, so give me your thoughts about this build, and our path leads from over there to over here, and stone farm is right over here. This is pretty cool. I like this. So let's talk about the next episode, because this one is almost over. We're gonna be terraforming around even more. I really like this terraform. I did a pretty good job here. I am going to terraform around here as well, and we're gonna be working on the paths. And the next build, which I'm not sure what it will be, but hopefully something useful. I also have a couple of dogs, and yeah. This, I'm gonna make a kind of fountain or a statue, I'm not sure what. And I am going to memorize your suggestions and your Q&As and your responses to my video, and I'm going to write them down, kind of immortalizing what you guys are writing down in a library, let's say. And I think this is a pretty good end for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Next episode, we're gonna build something else. And we're gonna terraform and maybe walk around and journey around our world and see where we should place our next builds. We're also gonna be working on different farms and such, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this.